Okay, so before you start painting, we want to think about how we're going to do it. There is some instructions in the Olaf storybook that came with your kit on the last couple of pages on how to do that. So we're going to read through those, make sure we have a really clear idea of how we should paint Olaf. And basically it's white for the body, brown for the arms, black for the pieces of coal, orange for his little carrot nose there, and that's it. But let's get started. So I've got myself set up here, ready to go for painting. I've got some water in a cup. I've got my paints open. I have my brush, it's all nice and clean. I have Olaf. I've got a piece of paper in case I need to dry my brush. I've got my black texture to do the charcoal and any dark bits like on his mouth and eyes. And I'm going to read through the Olaf and Friends book, which has on the back page how we should paint it. So going through the instructions here, it says start by painting the face white. So let's do that. So put that there, and I've got my paints open, and I'm just going to wet my brush a little bit just to soften it up, and taking some white. We're going to paint his face white. So the places we're going to paint, so the areas we're not going to paint, anywhere where it has the laser marking there. So we won't paint his eyebrows, his eyes, or his mouth. So we'll start at the back so we can get our practice in, and it's just a matter of getting paint everywhere, which is pretty fun. That's it. And so just getting into all those little surfaces there. When you get close to the top of his head, make sure you don't get any paint on his hair, which is going to be brown because it sticks. Now we're going to do the detail bits of white around his face. And the reason why we do the head first is so we can hold on to the body, because this is where all the detail is. So you want to do that first whilst you can hold on to Olaf and move him around as you need. So I've got my white brush here again, my white paint, and I'm going to start under here first. I'm going to work my way around and then up into his face and then around his mouth. Remembering anywhere where there's a laser engraving, you don't want to colour that in, okay? So that's his eyes, eyebrows, mouth, and his nose. The tooth is fine because the tooth is made of snow as well. We're going to colour that mouth black. So if you do get a little bit of white on there, which I haven't yet, but I may do accidentally, then it's going to get painted over anyway. Oh, like that. So that little bit there, it won't matter because we'll put the black texture over the top. So step one, start by painting the face white. We've done that. And then it says, number 2, outline the eyes and fill in the pupils with black paint. We will do that, but what we're going to do is we're going to let the white dry first. So I think what we will do is continue painting the body white, and then we can leave that to dry. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, so there's our Olaf. He's all painted white, and it's all nice and dry. I've left that sit for a good half an hour or more just to let that white paint really dry before I start doing any of the detail work. And for that, I'm actually going to use textures. We're going to mix it up because this does require, a little bit more care in how we colour this. So we want to make sure we don't get any colours on the white. So we're going to use textures. And the first thing I'm going to do is start with the black texture, and I'm going to do the pieces of charcoal here. So it's quite simple. And now we're going to do the mouth. So this is a bigger area, and before I colour it in, I'm going to use my texter to draw the outline between the white and the black. And that's the line I need to stick inside of. Like that. All right. It's looking really good. Now back with the texture, and we're going to get our book out again. We're going to do these lines here around the eyes and the pupils of the eye as well. Very lightly with my texture, I'm going to do the eyes itself. And then we're going to do a touch of blue around the tops of the eyes. And then finish off with our brown for the arms. Olaf's eyebrows are also, they're sort of a black brown, so I'm going to do a little bit of brown and then a little bit of black. And this is brown up here. So, and just a touch of black in here. And there he is. Our little buddy Olaf, all done. All right, kids, there we go, all done. Olaf is painted. He's got his beautiful timber arms, his timber sprig of hair. You know, he's got his coal buttons on there, and he's all good to go. So that's the end of this workshop. I hope you really enjoyed it. I can't wait to see you in the next Charlie Boots Creative Kids Workshop. See you guys.